which is the most overpowered gun in Black Ops 4? I want you guys to leave a comment down below trying to guess which one is actually going to be in the #1 spot. In today's list, we're going to be going over the top 5 most overpowered guns I believe are in Black Ops 4, and we're going in order. So make sure to watch this video, guys. Drop a like if you don't want a spider crawling in your mouth, because that's disgusting. And if you don't like it, well, then it's going to happen. I'm sorry, guys, when you're asleep tonight. And subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. Let's get straight into the top 5. What is up, guys? My name is Nick, and welcome back to another Black Ops 4 video where we're going to be going over what I believe is the top 5 most overpowered guns in Black Ops 4. And you guys got to use these weapons like right now. You guys got to use them. They're definitely overpowered, and 2 of them are going to be guns that have been in the game since the start, and then a few of them are guns that you could only get through the reserves, and some of them are through the operations and stuff like that. And I have to say, Treyarch, man, why do you always make the most overpowered guns locked behind a paywall? It just bothers me, but whatever. Let's get straight into the video, guys. At the #5 spot, and remember, this is in complete order, we got the MADDOX. Now, the MADDOX would definitely be lower on the list if this video was made like 7 months ago, before a bunch of other weapons came out, but there's a bunch of other weapons that are definitely more overpowered than it. But the MADDOX, I believe, is very overpowered, and the reason for it is because it's so good up close, it's so good at like medium range, and it does pretty damn well at long range as well if you tap fire and stuff. It's such a good versatile gun. You could use it literally on any map and you'll probably do good with it. So the MADDOX definitely at #5. Love that weapon. It's always going to be one of my favorites, and I think if people think back at Black Ops 4 in the next few years, this is going to be one of those weapons that they actually remember as well. Going down to the #4 spot, we got another weapon that 7 months ago would have been probably at the #1 spot, but it's at the #4 spot right now, and that is going to be the SAUG. Now, the SAUG, again, is really good. Now, the reason it's at the #4 spot is because it's not that great at long range. It's super good at close, it's super good at medium range, but when you get to that long range, there's definitely other guns you want to be using. It's not one of them. And I have to say, the SAUG is one of my favorite weapons only on small maps or medium-sized maps. If you're playing something like Madagascar, dear God, you do not want to run a SAUG. You don't need it, man. You're just gonna die a lot. But so that's the first 2 right there. Going down to #3, one of the newest weapons, and one of the weapons that everyone thinks is definitely overpowered. A lot of you guys might think that this should be at the #1 spot, but you'll see why it's not, and you guys are definitely gonna agree with this. And at the #3 spot, that is the PEACEKEEPER. I've spoken about this one a lot lately, and it's for a good reason. This gun is definitely amazing. It's freaking good at long range, super good at medium range, and up close, that's where I say it struggles a bit the most, but you could still drop people unless they're using like a SAUG or a Spitfire or something. But it stands its chance, man. You might be able to get that person if you have the better accuracy. So definitely, guys, don't skip on the PEACEKEEPER. If you get it, make it, use it. I know a lot of people try to use it without any attachments. It sucks without attachments, but guys, once you actually get those, this gun is one of those weapons that you're just gonna drop people with. So make sure you guys use it if you have it, if you're lucky enough to get it. Now, before we go down to the #2 spot, I just want to mention some honorable mentions, and one of them is going to be the Rampart 17. Definitely a great gun, definitely something you don't want to skip out on, because this thing is really good at like every single range. I can't find a fault with the Rampart. Now, I would have probably put it in this list if I made it into a top 10. It probably would have been in the #6 spot, but it's really good. The Rampart is one of those weapons that you just don't want to skip on whatsoever. It's good for up close, medium, long, everything. Whatever attachments you throw onto it, that thing is going to draw people. Let me know, man. Leave a like on this video if you're a Rampart fan. It's good. It's amazing. Now, let's get on to the #2 spot. This one should probably be #1. I'm not going to deny it, but the #1 spot, I just had... Ugh, guys, man, you know what it is. You guys are leaving those comments. Let me know what you think is the #1 spot, because it's one of the most annoying guns. I'm going to give you guys a hint. It's very new. It's annoying, and I just hate dying to that thing. But at the #2 spot, we got the DAEMON 3XB. This gun, the reason it's over the PEACEKEEPER is because whenever I use the PEACEKEEPER and I go up against someone with the DAEMON up close or medium range, I'm dropped. This gun just drops people so fast. It makes 0 sense whatsoever. The DAEMON is really damn overpowered. I think it should be tied at the #1 spot, to be honest, but I gotta make this video in order, so I'm not sure if I could really throw it in that position, because the #1, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. But the DAEMON, it needs a nerf, dude. I feel like you just drop people so fast. The rate of fire is insane. The way you just drop people in like 2 bursts is just, it doesn't make sense, man. man. This gun should not be in the game, and it's definitely overpowered. It's the definition of overpowered. It beats every single gun. Every time I use the DAEMON, this thing, I melt people, man. I'm not gonna deny it. I melt the heck out of people. But we have to go on to the #1 spot. You guys know what this is, and that is the S6 Stingray. This thing, it shouldn't even be in the game. I don't know whose idea it was to actually make this weapon. Like, the Treyarch dudes are sitting in their office, and they're like, oh, let's make a weapon that sucks without the operator mod, but once you throw that thing on, you're gonna drop people faster than they could even blink. And that is the S6 Stingray, man. This thing, you just shoot it, you just look at someone and they're already dead. There's nothing they could do. It's a 2-round burst, and it takes 2 bullets to kill someone, which is insane. And what it does, essentially, if you guys have never died to it, which I don't know who hasn't died to it, everyone seems to be using this gun. What it does is, once it shoots you on your body, it has little grenades that blow up. They go kapow, kapow, and you're dead. There's nothing you can do to get out of it. You barely have time to aim at someone. You barely have time to shoot at someone. The best way to go up against the S6 Stingray is to leave the lobby. Like, that's the best way. And then the next lobby you get into, someone's gonna have the S6 Stingray, so you're kind of screwed nonetheless either way. Like, good luck getting out of that one. But the S6 Stingray and the DAEMON, if I could tie it for the #1 spot, I definitely would. Now, I also want to mention one more honorable mention, just because I think it does belong here. It's going to be the AUGER DMR. This as well is a 2-shot gun. If you get good with this weapon, it's good at long range, really good at medium range. I wouldn't say it's the best at close range. There are a lot of weapons that are going to drop it, but it's definitely super good. So that's going to be the last honorable mention. But I have to say, the S6 Stingray, if you guys commented that, if you guys knew that that was the #1 spot, you definitely got it, man. That gun is just, I don't even know why it's in the game. But that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like. You guys killed it on the likes yesterday, so let's see if we could do that again. If you guys are still here, leave a comment down below letting me know what you think is the most overpowered weapon, if it's on the list, or even if it's not on the list. Let me know down in the comments below. I always hit my hand every recording. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. Turn on those notifications. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.